It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd, and they're all set as they'll match up with the Tennessee Titans. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon, and he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The tackle. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. On second down, here's Mixon. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And a good pickup there by Mixon, and that shows the talent that he has. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, 4th in the NFL in 2018, 9th last year. But I look for those numbers to jump back up again with the introduction of new talent in Cincinnati.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Rookie wideout T. Higgins, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. His throw incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Jackson. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Titan football. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. He'll have a first down past the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked big play. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
First down.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a first down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns. Went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC Championship game.
Derrick Henry.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. But coaches often hedge their bets, too. They'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, formula looking good so far in this one. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Number 22.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Logan Wilson.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
A 51-yard attempt.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius brings him down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down now, Mixon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here we go, D, get off the field. Lights 54.
On third down, Burrow. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
Fourth down.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, come get a little bit closer this time.
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Check 26, check 26. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
On second down at 4, Tannehill. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
Gain of 12.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A first down carry for Henry. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
On the carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 41, Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Titans 7, Bengals nothing.
First down, Henry. And they'll get him down right about the 20.
The ball carrier.
Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down.
A gain of 2.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On second down, it's Henry. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
16-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Here's Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. The kick by Joseph is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Burrow's throw going to be caught by Boyd. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He'll air this one out for Boyd. No, he almost had it. Burrow already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards.
First down, Tennessee.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
He's got it, and it's 17-0.
The score, Titans 17. Bengals nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory.
The ball carrier.
Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
6-yard line.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
On second down, Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to get that ball to Auden Tate, and now it's third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. It's Mixon on the counter. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Burrow will throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10 at the 20.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This one hauled in by Sample. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Second and 11 at the 30-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. Again, it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
And Burrow going to throw again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer.
For the point after.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ways.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Tannehill and the Titans come up now first and 10, right at the 30.
55, my guy, 55. You ready, man? You ready, man?
He fakes the give here and looks to throw. And this one is incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And it's second down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that's That's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A toss left, Mixon, and only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
On the carry.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And Tate's got it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Cincinnati Bengals.
19 yards that time for number 19.
10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They go play action with Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Those INTs all sting when you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. It's a slant to Gronkowski. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way down to the 39. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. That right there, career catch number 541, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow, who also obviously played the tight end position.
Yeah, and helped revolutionize it when he was in San Diego. But how about what we're seeing right here? You're talking about 541 catches at the tight end position. You talk about lofty territory, rare air. He has a lot to be proud of in his career.
Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
And the Titans first down.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Back to Brown, this time complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
11 on the play.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Bengals 7.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run it on the end around with Tate. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
They'll run on 1st down. Nixon. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
A gain of 2.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Airing one out for Boyd. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
8 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Burrow. And that will be incomplete. Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Here's Jackson to return. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
Henry, the Titans.
Jaron Harmon makes... to tackle.
Down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Again, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
46-yard line.
Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2.
1st down, Titans.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up second.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 12. Tannehill. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
19 yards.
Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
A nice run there on first down as Henry uses his size to plow forward. Call it a pickup of 7. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
On 2nd and 7, Tannehill to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The Titans on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And his throw here is incomplete. He was trying to get that ball to Auden Tate, and it's 3rd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory.
The ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
Tannehill on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Tennessee, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.